TikTok alpha male guru now facing 25 years in prison. Is that Wes Watson? No! Free Wes Watson now!
This TikTok alpha male just can't stop getting arrested because Wes Watson was just arrested for multiple felony charges, including battery, aggravated assault, and false imprisonment. And it looks like he'll be returning to the place that he loves to brag about, prison.
Very serious charge.
Yeah, actually, don't free Wes Watson. He's where he wants to be. In prison.
One of them is false imprisonment because police say he wouldn't let the victim leave the home after all of this took place. Now he remains in jail tonight, saddled with a $115,000 bond.
Oh boy.
Well, no, but Wes Watson's rich. He's over here selling courses. He can pay that $115. Don't worry about it.
I mean, if you ask anyone, they'll tell you that he belongs in an orange jumpsuit. Maybe even himself. But I mean, if you consider any of his actions in the past, it seems like he really wants to go back to prison. You know, the place that he's bragged about over and over and basically made a part of his identity as this guy who's a reformed ex-convict, and now he shall teach you...
Bro, I can see the trend popping out of his veins. His body's just trying to excrete that shit.
...how to become a bajillionaire in alpha male style. But I guess it looks like he's getting his way. And this is one of those times where I see a headline and I'm like, yeah, wow. I'm not shocked that he allegedly did that. But also, how can you be this stupid? Because... come on, dude. If you've been watching this guy at all...
I'm so happy that the culture died out where it was like everyone glorified jail and glorified people who... murderers. Like people glorifying King Von. Like I like his music, but why are we over here acting like King Von was the next coming of Christ? The guy was a serial killer.
You already know that we're on borrowed time. Every time he showed up, it was another clip of yelling at someone, threatening someone, or acting like the toughest guy on earth. Like, there's just zero consequence.
That's the good thing about Andrew Tate, I'll be honest with you, because he was basically spouting the same knowledge, but Andrew Tate was a bit of... he was smarter than Wes Watson. He had a bit of like a brain on his head, and he was much more like grounded. He didn't have a criminal record. He wasn't over here bragging about doing drugs or taking copious amounts of tren. Like, Wes Watson makes Andrew Tate look like a good guy.
This is for anything, I guess. And this is all about the whole time you're sitting there like, bro, do you remember how your story started? You started in prison. It was like starting a Minecraft server, and the seed that he entered just plopped him right into prison. So he had to build his way out of there. Not really, but he did things, got into prison, then got out, and now he's working on going back in, I guess. But after getting out the first time, he built his entire brand on discipline and control. And then his lack of discipline and control is getting him back in prison. So here we are. Because this time it's an actual arrest with actual felony charges and on an actual police report laying out what they say happened. But this guy has been on my channel more times.
What did he actually do though?
Than I can remember. So let's just say if you don't recognize Wes Watson, just understand that this isn't his first time being in a situation like this. The most important thing you need to remember from his lore, I guess, would be he's already dealing with a case. This didn't happen in a vacuum. This happened while he was already in the middle of a legal issue from a past incident. Because earlier last year, he was arrested after a situation in a gym in Miami where he challenged another influencer to pull up. Then a bunch of dudes pulled up and just beat him senseless. And
oh, I've heard about that. God, you sit there and act like you're so tough and bad, and then you do stuff like this. Like, this goes against every alpha male code. Jumping somebody isn't like the whole point of being chivalrous and having a one-on-one fight. Like, this is just straight wimpy behavior. I would not expect this from the great Wes Watson.
Of course, his side of the story was, oh, it was all...
we all thought Wes Watson was above that.
Self-defense, which, you know, kind of is his go-to, it seems like. But I mean, to me and to a lot of other people on the internet, it looks more like him and his buddies jumped a guy all together and even used gym equipment on the guy while he was down. So
that's crazy. That's insane. And the fact that he's still standing like actual some wussies.
Wes's version of self-defense is apparently pretty interesting, but that case is still open and he's still dealing with that. So now you have someone who's already in legal...
hold on, let me find out what wussy actually means, because I kind of just said that because I didn't want to say the P word. I just say something crazy. Hold up. Yeah, now we're good.
Trouble, and then this happens. And that's where it starts to get a lot worse for him, because it's not just about like what he's being accused of now. It's the fact that it's happening on top of everything else. So imagine just being in the middle of a case and then you catch 5 more felony charges while you're in that case. Clearly, that's not going to do anything good for you in court. At this point, just throw in the towel. You're done. Because That looks
He's facing 25 years. I actually kind of skipped over that. 25 years? What did he do?
like a pattern to me. And it's probably going to be...
This is why I low-key kind of hate YouTubers, but I'm also kind of guilty of it. Because they just drag it on, bro. Like, just tell me what happened. This is why I like TikTok and short-form content. I'm gonna get a lot of hate right now. But TikTok, they've got 30 seconds to grab your attention or I'm scrolling away. Like, YouTubers, they know you're sat here for a while, so they're gonna be dragging it on, bro.
framed that way in court. So what actually happened here? Well, just a warning ahead of time. This is not pretty, but to put it plain, it's beyond disgusting what he did. In a police report, the woman that Wes assaulted is just named the victim. And I'm going to maintain calling her that just, you know, to give her as much privacy as possible. Wes apparently met the victim a little over a month ago and got engaged in the last couple of weeks.
So you guys
What, so within a couple weeks he got engaged? Wow, Wes Watson moves fast.
remember just the other day, I showed you pay.
Man, Johnny Bravo, I still haven't watched, I've seen him everywhere except on his own channel. Like, I need to start watching this guy. He's so unique. I don't know how else to put it.
A ring on this girl like an asshole, only knowing the girl for only a month, right? Well, that same girl that he got down on his knees and put the ring on is the same girl just a couple days later, maybe the one to put Peggy in
Couple days. Wow, he's speedrunning domestic abuse.
prison for a really long time.
So from everything that's being reported, the dynamic already sounded very controlling, to put it lightly. So I guess when she went to a Miami Heat game with a female friend, that turned into a trigger for everything that followed. According to that arrest report, she got back to his residence early that Sunday morning after the game. And by the way, that's the residence that he recently flexed on Academics' YouTube channel, like just a few months ago. Because he recently moved into a new spot and he couldn't help himself but flex his rented spot for everyone to see on YouTube. Actually, correction there.
Oh my god, flexing a rented spot. To be fair though, a lot of people underestimate how much it costs to rent something. Like, I would also be flexing a rented, like, mansion. Like, that's what I would be doing as well. Like, a rented mansion. Renting a mansion is not cheap. Like, I know it's not like owning it, but it's still worth something.
It was not Academics, it was DJ Vlad who did the house tour with him. But I've never understood the whole thing of like why you want to flaunt where you're living and like show the world where you live. Also, the fact that
Because
like,
he has buddies that will come jump you with Metal Gear.
like you're flaunting a place that you're
With
renting
gym equipment.
as well just does not make sense to me. Is this the woman? I think so. Oh, was he engaged to her here?
Met this girl when she was pregnant with another man's kid. And then I raised the baby through the whole pregnancy. I was with them, paid everything, raised the baby.
No, you didn't. It was like a month. I mean, not to dispute him. I don't know anything about this situation. Partly because the YouTuber's dragging it on. Not to hate him on him specifically, but it is what it is. But like, you've engaged with her with like a month. What are you talking about?
Baby till 4 years or 3 years old. And then they just dip out and act, you did nothing.
Maybe don't be a hothead. Maybe don't scare away everyone. Like, bro, I feel like so many of these like self-proclaimed alpha males, they're like, hey.
Okay, hold up. Let me clear up my PR first of all. I'm not hating on him. I'm not hating on anybody in particular. I'm just saying it's like how the YouTube system works. Like, let me make that clear. I'm watching his video. It's great content.
Shouldn't do anything and the men should work. And then suddenly they're like, I hate how men are only looked at as a piggy bank. And it's like, okay, well, be more than just a piggy bank then. Because I have a feeling there's a whole lot more to this story than what he's saying right here. I don't know, but I digress. Okay, so police say that he'd been sent a screenshot or a clip of her at the game and got angry because she was showing cleavage in a video. So how can I say this without getting this video struck down? He threatened to remove a procedure he paid for that involved said cleavage because she had...
There's no way he said that, bro. That's actually peak Wes Watson. Of course, only Wes Watson could think of something like that.
had cleavage on display, I guess, during a basketball game. Are we good? Did the video get nuked? I don't know, like... I am paraphrasing. He said it in a way worse way than that. Buddy, if you're buying those things for women, that's permanent. That's her body now. You don't have a say of that. What she does with her body from there on out, that's up to her. Now, obviously, this is alleged, but if this is true, that's just a whole new level of being possessive. Like, that is not normal jealousy. That is weird ownership mentality. So, I mean, he's just thinking that because he pays for something for a woman, he now has ownership of that woman, which might have something to do with why he claims he can't see his daughter.
I mean, you gotta give it to him. He's actually hilarious, bro. Like, I'll keep it a buck.
This is just creepy. And also,
Oh yeah, definitely don't let him around children. Put him in front of the camera though. We need as much content out of this guy as possible, but do not let him anywhere near children.
this is days after he allegedly proposed. So I guess this is supposed
I think they should treat Wes Watson the same way they should treat artists. Like you locked up YNW Melly, keep him there. Do not release YNW Melly, especially not around my area, bro. Leave him in jail. But give him a studio. Give him a studio in jail, bro. I need good music. Same thing with Wes Watson. Put a camera in front of him. Like, record it 24/7. Like that one Japanese game show. Just record it 24/7. I need to see what Wes Watson's doing, bro.
be the honeymoon phase? Isn't this supposed to be like the time where all couples get along? Who knows? But according to police, it turned into a violent confrontation inside of his home. And he allegedly grabbed her by the neck, shook her, grabbed her arms, pushed her, and dragged her by the hair, and then repeatedly struck her. And at one point, police
What the fuck was that? That was a sequence of events. That was like a Mortal Kombat KO. Like, what was going on
said
there,
that he
bro?
slammed her head into a table hard enough to leave her bleeding from the forehead. She also allegedly had scratches on her face, bruises on her body, and then the report says that the injuries were visible all over her. So according to the report, this
I love the music in the background. We're talking about some woman getting abused, like.
kept going, and she was allegedly being stopped from leaving. Her phone was taken. People in the house were watching this happen and not stepping in. And she
Her
was
phone was taken. Okay, to be honest with you, even though Wes Watson's probably like 5'2", I still wouldn't step in. He's too jacked. Actually, no, I would step in, but like I can understand why they wouldn't step in, because they're obviously not like me, a 6 foot, like eight,
being
and like 400 pounds of muscle.
threatened the entire time. Yeah, you
Trust
heard me
me.
right. His security guard and his friend Jose, I guess, watched this whole thing happen and didn't do anything. And apparently the security said it was the victim's fault.
The third witness was the defendant's security guard, who told the victim to take accountability for her actions of wearing a shirt which exposed her breast. So this asshole security guard is sitting there and telling her she shouldn't be going out to a basketball game showing her. So what kind of world is this?
Excuse me, what? Put this dude in jail as well. Like this.
Damn, Johnny Bravo's based.
That what? Shout out John Bravo, by the way, for covering this. But like, I wonder if this is the security guard that is also in this mansion video. Because at one point you have this like super funny LARP. At one point they get into the kitchen and the security guard just like randomly positions himself in frame just to be like, yeah, look at me. I'm here as security. We're posted up, you feel?
In my downtime, I'm Martha Stewart, and I
Oh my god, they cloned him. Oh my god, no, they cloned him. This is a botched clone job. No, this is Wes Watson 2.0.
like this. I ain't been to the feds. I done state time, but
Holy, he even has the lump on his head, bro. It's the same guy.
We're
It's Wes
posted up.
Watson.
feds. I done
He has the same lump on his head. Look at that.
state time, but
Bro,
It's like the tip of the. I can't even say that, bro.
what are you doing? Bro's just like checking the perimeters or something. Dude, you know you're safe. You've been there. Like, what is that? Bro just like goes up like this. Like, he's just like. What are you securing, dog? This not like. They are in a house. They've been in the house before academics showed up. No, it's not academics. Before DJ Vlad showed up. And now he's just like securing the perimeter in the kitchen, I guess. These guys are LARPing. It's so funny. If you're hired as security, why aren't you just being security? Why do you have to throw in all the charades
God, I just know Wes Watson's security guard loves his job. I just know that for a fact.
and theater acts? It just doesn't make sense. I don't know, but I am wondering if it's that guy, because that
God,
seems
the things I would do to be Wes Watson's security guard. Just being around the great old Wes Watson, man.
to be the only security guard
So full of wisdom and all the other stuff.
in the area during the whole thing. Because as they do the whole tour, I guess the security guard just kind of lingering and positioning himself in frame.
You know what it is? I think Wes Watson told him to do that so that he appears powerful. Like, I think Wes Watson told the security guard to just start popping in randomly. And by the way, anybody watching this video, some people have the weirdest stand. Like, I know a lot of people stand like this with their toes pointed out, but y'all need to sort it out, bro. Like, I've seen motherfuckers where their toes are pointed like this. Like, straight up, how do your kneecaps even handle that? Like,
The whole video as if DJ Vlad is randomly gonna jump Wes Watson. But anyway, I digress. And I am going to include the whole report from John Bravo as well, because sharing pictures of the victim just doesn't feel right. But Bravo also saw the images and has given a description of how bad it all was.
Now, I've seen photos. some photos, not all of them, of the injuries on the girl. I saw a cut, a gash in her head. I saw...
Man, like, this should be a warning. I don't know what made her say yes, but any other female do not be anywhere near Wes Watson or his bodyguard, as a matter of fact.
Bruising on her right cheek, and I know that she has a black eye now. I didn't see any of the body injuries, but I saw her face. So obviously this
He has that 2016 hair, like he genuinely styled every single follicle on his head.
happened, and obviously he wouldn't have been charged with 5 felonies as a result if this wasn't real.
Yeah, I mean, this is just so sick. Like, we knew he had anger problems, but this is just a whole new level. And the fact that this guy is a mindset coach, are we serious?
No one, come on, bro, come on. Like, genuinely, he makes Andrew Tate look like a saint. Like, I'm not saying Andrew Tate is necessarily like devil on earth, but he's certainly not Jesus, bro. But Wes Watson makes Andrew Tate look like a blessing, bro. Like, what is going on? He's a mindset coach, so he's spreading the word of his gospel. He's spreading the word of Wes Watson. Like, oh my god, that's probably the worst mindset I can think of. Like, he could have sold literally anything else. Like, sell a course, a health course. Like, you're pretty jacked. Don't tell them it's trend. Don't tell them it's all the steroids. And just sell that course. But a mindset coach? Oh my god, what are we even doing right now?
Here now, people are paying this dude.
It's hard for females out there. The first thing you need to check is the guy subscribed to Wes Watson's course? Because if you see that, you need to call authorities and run away. Like, run away.
Mindset advice? Meanwhile, he can't even control himself. I'm gonna sit here and state the obvious. Please do not take mindset advice from someone who cannot control themselves. Because apparently he threatened to take her life and her entire family's life while also saying that he can't go to jail? What is this guy on? But apparently he didn't want her to leave, so he kept her there until the next day. So essentially this went on for 2 days, which is where the false imprisonment charge came from. So now you can see
that's kidnapping. No, if you keep someone in a place where they don't want to be, that's considered kidnapping.
Why this turned into 5 felony charges and not just 1. This wasn't just being described as one shove during an argument. No, the way the police laid it all out is this was violence, threats, intimidation, confinement, and interference, all wrapped up in one situation. And in the report, you can see that she is 5'1", 125 pounds.
Come on, why are they're being so generous right now? Wes Watson is not 6'1", 245. Come on, that's BS.
Well, he's listed as 6'1", 245 pounds. I am sure he is currently celebrating that they put his height as 6'1".
Yeah, I'm 100% sure he is. It's probably worth it for him now. He's probably glad that he's going to be spending time in jail for that.
That was a big point for him earlier because he was listed as like 5'9", and he's had multiple crashes.
5'9" isn't even a bad height. Come on, that's average, bro. Like, I wonder how the people who are like average height feel right now. I wonder who people who are short feel, because that's like 30% of the population is below 5'9". Like, genuinely, how do they feel hearing Wes Watson, like, say some shit like this? Like, let me make this clear, bro. Height is something that's so exaggerated. Like, this big difference in how tall you are is something that exists, like, mainly purely online. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but if you think there's this big difference, oh, when I'm 6 foot, my life will change drastically and I need to get surgery, you're stupid. You're stupid.
Outs because of that. Maybe all of this was just to prove that he was actually 6'1". Who knows? I don't believe it though. But also, like, here's the main question. What happens to him from here?
Watson was in bond court on Thursday facing several charges where the state laid out even more details about what happened early Sunday morning.
He had his own personal employees threaten her. He had his own personal employees oversee her to see what she was doing on the phone, Your Honor. I think there's even made reference to the victim that she effectively felt that she was being held hostage.
Yeah, because this isn't just one charge, and it's not happening in isolation. Right now, he's facing 5 felony charges in Broward County, and a bond set at $115,000.
Oh, he's definitely gonna face some sort of jail time, no?
And a judge has already put restrictions in place, including
I watch the legal system fail us all, man.
ordering him to stay away from the victim, avoiding drugs and alcohol, and staying away from weapons. At the
Bare minimum.
same time, that Miami-Dade case from earlier this year is still active. So you have 2 separate situations in 2 different counties, both involving violence, and both are still pending. And that's where it starts to stack up. Now, obviously, everything still has to go through the process. There's going to be hearings and there's going to be motions. And this is going to take time to play out. And there's also reports that Wes may have actually tried to post bail on this case, thinking he was going to get out, only for a judge in his other case to step in and revoke that, which would mean he's still sitting in jail right now. So I mean, if that's true, this is brutal. And
I'm sure the streets are a lot safer. Every female in that city feels safer. Around the globe, females have been feeling more empowered as Wes Watson rots in jail.
definitely deserved, because imagine posting over $100,000 thinking you're walking out, and then another case immediately shuts it down. And at the end of the day, this is someone who's already had a second chance. He's had a third chance. He's had so many chances at this point. And then he built this entire platform on accountability and self-control and mindset. And he goes out and he does all this. But I guess now it really seems like all of this is catching up to him. So I guess we just have to wait and see what happens. But real quick, trade offer. I get absolutely nothing. You get free gamer sub samples.
Okay, so the end of this video, I think, is just a sponsor or an ad. But hey, man, Wes Watson, I'm excited to see what happens from here on out. I hope the legal system hits him with that ban hammer